Hello my friends, Gabriel here and welcome to Planetside 2. In this video we want to cover the basics to an effective light assault. In this video we will cover the full spectrum of the light assault capabilities and point out some strategies that will hopefully assist newer players into becoming top-rate killers. Please keep in mind that these are my personal opinions and nothing more. I've played Planetside 2 for years and have had a lot of experience with the game to make an informed decision. Let's start with some background. Light assaults are designed to infiltrate, harass, and sabotage the enemy from angles that are unusual in a fight, thus making them effective in the front lines or outskirts of a battle. Light assaults are usually equipped with carbines, making them effective in mid to close range combat. But the thing that makes them most notable is their jetpack, and this makes them one badass unit to play. Being able to fly into unknown and unseen advantages gives these guys the edge on the field that can push them straight to the top of leaderboards. Most players that play Light Assault are lone wolves, as Light Assaults don't provide many skills or abilities that assist their squad. Unlike a combat medic that can shield or an engineer that can refresh ammunition, Light Assaults are meant to do one thing: pull the trigger and drop whatever is on the other side of the sights. They also are known for their ability to get those pesky C4 bricks on just about anything. Fly up to a wall, throw the C4 down onto unwary players and push the button for the fireworks. It's a beautiful thing. Alrighty, enough about what a light assault can do, let's get into the certifications and loadouts. Now there's many ways to play light assault and there are more advanced tutorials out there, but this one is aimed at players that are new to light assault class and want to be effective in a fight as quickly as possible. That being said, this quick guide should do the following: assist in damage mitigation, increase our jetpack effectiveness, cover when C4 or a medical stick is most effective, and equip the right grenade for the right situation. Now when it comes to weapons, light assaults have a vast array of carbines available to them. This is a deadly weapon in mid to close range and can usually kill based on accuracy alone. Like I've said in other videos, Planetside 2 is not a pay to win game. The best carbines and weapons are usually unlocked at the start of a class progression. There are, however, different weapons that can be unlocked with certifications and or daybreak cache if one so desires. I personally have all NS weapon types unlocked for a smooth transition between the different factions. This can assist with getting into the fight quickly with a familiar weapon, but that is all. This does not improve my ability to kill others, as that is based on one's skill alone. Since different weapons can make a difference in a vast amount of situations, we won't cover what specific weapon you should use. Find out for yourself by playing around in the VR training area to see what guns feel comfortable and easy to use for you. Test out the different ranges and targets to see their effectiveness. We will, however, cover the first few things that you should have to make your weapon a little more effective. Not all guns have the same ability to unlock all of these attachments, so keep that in mind when deciding on the gun that's right for you. Usually, if there's no attachment, that means that the gun has an effectiveness built in and doesn't need an enhancement to be a better use to the player. First, we have our sights. For our carbine, you'll want to have the 1x or 2x magnification unlocked to help improve accuracy in mid-range fights. Sometimes the iron sights work better, but in most cases having the sight attachment can increase the player's ability to effectively kill their target. Next, we have the barrel. Barrel attachments aren't always the most important, but we'll quickly cover two that I would say can assist in different ways. First, we have the suppressor, which can allow a light assault to stay hidden on the minimap. This is great if a player is in close proximity and can get some really nice headshots on their targets. The suppressor will, however, decrease the gun's effectiveness at mid-range, making it more difficult to hit targets. Staying hidden on the minimap whilst amongst the enemy is a pretty nice perk to have, and the suppressor can do that for you. The next attachment that I'd recommend is the flash suppressor. This will increase a player's signal on the minimap, but decrease the player's actual visibility in a fight. The flash suppressor will lessen the effect of the muzzle flash and can really help when players aren't paying attention. Most players don't even look at their minimap while in engagement, so catching the unaware ones is an easy task and can help rack up the kills. Next, we want to have one of the following attachments on the rail of the gun. The laser sight can increase hipfire accuracy and is great if you're playing an aggressive light assault and getting into buildings, trying to hit the enemy from a close proximity. The forward grip is our second attachment that we want to look at. This can assist in mid-range combat as it can reduce the vertical recoil, making the carbine more effective and accurate when aiming down the sights. Last but certainly not least, we have the ammo type. There have been many tests on both high velocity and soft point ammunition with little difference in the two. Since we're playing a class that is notorious for close to mid-range combat, I'd suggest only going for the soft point ammunition as it increases the bullet's effectiveness in close to mid-range combat. Alright, enough about weapons, let's move on to the next section, which is our grenade slot. As a new player enters the arena of Planetside 2, they'll have the standard frag grenade, which is awesome for getting kills in congested areas, but for them to be effective in team play, or even better their solo play, they have a couple of options that can truly change the odds in their favor. The first class-specific grenade would be the smoke grenade. Now these can be a good or bad thing for your fellow Planetmans, depending on how they're used. Blocking vision on both sides can momentarily cause a lapse in the action, but as soon as the smoke clears, the guns start ablazing. This grenade can really be effective though if infiltrating a building in solo play. Popping off one of these in a room and then going in with the HSNV scope can open up a whole can of trouble for enemies trying to hide in the smoke. The last specific grenade available to the Light Assault is a flash grenade, which speaks for itself. Tossing one of these in just before a breach can destroy enemy forces within, allowing the Light Assault and their teammates an easy transition into the room. They can't shoot if they can't see, right? Now that we've got our weapons in order, let's talk utilities. The Light Assault is known for one thing, C4. They are often referred to as C4 fairies because they tend to be floating above the battle dropping C4 like it's hotcakes. This can be extremely useful when it comes to clearing congested areas or taking out high priority targets in a fight. Being exposed like that doesn't leave the Light Assault with much survivability and is often used in a suicide run. This is where you'll commonly see guys from our outfit Solex pulling a Light Assault if needed. Their ability to infiltrate and destroy makes them an amazing tool when the time is right. The other way of looking at a Light Assault is its ability to be a lone wolf. This means getting into areas that your teammates can't follow, leaving you vulnerable and alone. This can be mitigated with the use of medical kits or restoration kits. This will give you the ability to stay alive a bit longer, leaving your only problem to be how much ammo you can carry. A lot of lone wolf players will get themselves established in a defensible area and use medical kits to stay alive for a longer duration. This can add up to tons of kills on the score sheet. The Light Assault is versatile, so use whichever combination you feel fits your need and your playstyle. Alright, utilities, weapons, and grenades are locked. Let's talk about the suit modifications we need to get into the fight quickly. I personally sort my characters evenly over these skills and as needed in order to see a gradual increase in behavior, as well as learning to control each new skill or utility as they're gained. For our ability slot, we want to be able to get on top of structures and over obstacles as quickly as possible. The default ability slot is perfect for completing this task, as it is a hybrid jetpack style between the others. Drifter allows players to float around in the air with ease, and the Icarus jump jets allow players to blast off in a rapid fashion, but uses a ton of energy to do so. The standard jump jet ability can do both to an extent, and with practice and good control, they can be some of the hardest to hit in a fight. Next we have the suit slot. This is usually a no-brainer as Light Assaults are built to kill enemy infantry. For our Light Assault standard, I recommend inserting into the NANOWEAVE armor for the suit slot. This costs 1 certification to start and mitigates small arms fire from 7% to 20% at level 5. That's a lot of defense and it can help a ton in a firefight. There are many other suit abilities, but they all have a specific time and place. The last thing we want to talk about is the implant. There are implants that can do all sorts of things, but for the Light Assault, we want to keep them on the fray of the combat line and focus on longevity for the fight. The implants I would recommend are the following. Of course, this can be modified for a number of reasons, and it's really up to the player to decide. If I'm running with a C4 Light Assault, then I'll have a regeneration implant chosen. This is due to the fact that I will not have a healing utility selected, so the regeneration can heal me over time, as long as I'm not being shot. If I do have a medical kit or a restoration kit selected for my utility, then I go for a more defensive approach with the safe landing implant. My Light Assault is going to be jumping from high places and sometimes pushing the limit of my fuel capacity to the max. In order to protect myself from hitting the ground and injuring myself, or having to rely solely on my jetpack, the safe landing implant allows me to be a little more risky with my behavior. Hopefully, this will give you an idea of what the Light Assault is capable of and how to properly get yourself set up for some fun killing. Remember that none of this is set in stone, and to load out your character to your own playstyle. Find out what works best for you and run with it. The Light Assault can be one hell of a good time, and if you're set up for success, it's even better. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and if you did, please give me a like and perhaps a comment below. If you want to support my channel and keep this going, please subscribe, and as always, don't stop. Gabriel, signing out.